Salukis clamped down to beat ISU. Sam Straub threw 3 touchdowns and Southern Illinois Carbondale kept Indiana State winless Saturday with a 45-24 victory in Terre Haute, Indiana. Straub threw for 352 yards for the Salukis, 4-3-2-2 Missouri Valley. Daquan Isom ran for 73 yards and scored twice, and Darrell James had 154 yards and a score receiving. Straub threw over the middle scoring passes to James and to Connor Iwema in the first quarter to help SIUC to a 24-14 halftime lead. After a shaky start on defense, with ISU scoring on drives of 75 and 81 yards, SIUC limited the Sycamores 0-7, 0-4, to 122 total yards in the final 53 minutes. Harker passed for 206 yards and a score, with 2 interceptions, for Indiana State. South Dakota State 62, Missouri State 30. Taryn Christion went 14 of 19 for 323 yards and 2 touchdowns, and the Jackrabbits ran away from host Missouri State. SDSU 5-2, 2-2 MVFC outscored the Bears 1-6, 0-4, 28-3 in the second half. SDSU's Brady Mangarelli rushed 11 times for 115 yards with 2 touchdowns, including a 57-yard run, and Christion added 59 yards with a TD on 8 carries. Dallas Goedert caught 8 passes for 170 yards with a touchdown. Peyton Halsey led Missouri State with 123 yards rushing on 16 carries and went 17 of 24 for 189 yards with a touchdown pass. Dean Holloman returned a punt 63 yards for a score, and Jason Randall busted a 68-yard TD run. The Bears, who gave up 591 total yards, are 0-3 this season, when scoring 30 or more points. Austin Peay 38, Southeast Missouri 31. Jeremiah Oatsville threw for 199 yards, and 2 scores in Kentel Williams ran for 148 yards and a TD to help the Governors win at home. Williams had only 8 carries to reach his big total, including 4 for 142 yards in the first half. His 74-yard scoring run with 58 seconds left in the first quarter gave APU 5-3, 4-1 Ohio Valley the lead for good at 14-7, and it scored the next 21 points to seal the victory. Jesse Hoskett had a late touchdown to make the score respectable. He threw for 348 yards and 3 touchdowns for SEMO, 2-5, 2-2. McHenry 39, Missouri S&T 31. Austin Welter returned 2 interceptions for touchdowns within a 1:22 span of the third quarter, helping the Bearcats steal a victory in Rolla. Mo. McHenry, 5'3", led 15-9 when Welter, a senior linebacker from Bloomington, Ill, picked off a Tyler Swart pass and raced 25 yards for a touchdown at 9:33 of the third quarter. Swart's next pass attempt, from the Missouri S&T 37, also was intercepted by Welter, who ran 43 yards for 29-9 lead. Those plays turned out huge for the Bearcats, who survived a 22-7 fourth-quarter rally. The Miners, 5-3, had their 5-game win streak halted despite holding advantages in rushing yards, 200-119, and passing yards, 254-119. They had 3 interceptions and a lost fumble. Swart scored on his second 1-yard TD run with 4:14 left to play, then threw a 15-yard TD pass to Logan Armentrout with 60 seconds left. McHenry recovered the onside kick. Swart finished with 254 yards passing. Deshaun Jones ran for 221 yards on 39 carries for the Miners. Reese Metcalf threw for 149 yards for McHenry. Jalen Williams caught 4 passes for 72 yards, and Josh Reeve caught 2 passes, both going for touchdowns, 30, 26 yards. Northwest Missouri 19, Lindenwood 0. The number 1 team in NCAA Division II flexed its defensive muscles in a homecoming victory, holding Lindenwood to 169 total yards, including 6 yards rushing on 30 carries. Northwest, the 2-time reigning national champion, stretched its win streak to 38 games. The Bearcats, 8-0 Mid-America, got a 24-yard field goal from Brett Garner on the last play of the first half to cap a 12-0 second quarter run that put the game away. There was no scoring in the second half. Zach Martin threw for 263 yards for Northwest, and Shane Williams had 134 yards receiving on 9 catches. Najee Jackson had 163 yards passing for Lindenwood, 2-6. Linebacker C.J. Bivens had 15 tackles, including 2 for loss and 1 sack, to pace the Loup defense. St. Francis 56, Missouri Baptist 23. Nick Farrer passed for 6 touchdowns and 446 yards for the visitors from Indiana, the top-ranked team in the NAIA. MBU, 2-6, hung tough through 3 quarters, trailing 35-23, before Farrer hit Sean Boswell for a 52-yard score, then engineered an 8-play, 70-yard drive capped by a 9-yard strike from Farrer to Will Chrisman. USP, 8-0, amassed 34 first downs and 686 yards of offense, and it held the Spartans to 254 yards, including 5 rushing on 25 carries. Taylor 63, Lou Belleville 10-2 interception returns for touchdowns sparked a 34-point outburst in the second quarter for the Trojans, who won at home in Upland, Indiana. TJ Swore went 39 yards and Tyler Jarrett 62 for the pair of pick-six scores for Taylor, 3-4, which handed Lub 0-7, its 17th consecutive loss. Everett Pollard passed for 217 yards and 2 TDs for 2, which had 27 first downs compared to 10 for the Lynx. Staff and Wire reports. Welter robs Missouri S&T with pair of pick-six scores. McKendree senior linebacker Austin Welter had 2 interceptions in the third quarter, returning them 25 and 43 yards for touchdowns just 82 seconds apart. They turned out to be key plays for the Bearcats, who ended S&T's 5-game win streak, 39-31.